Penang, Malaysia's second smallest state, is also the third biggest economy in the country, with manufacturing a major growth driver. It embraced industrialization in the 1970s to make up for losing its free port status, and has since attracted Fortune 500 companies and billions in foreign investment, creating jobs for the local economy, but making Penang more vulnerable to global volatility.
We are more exposed to the global economy, obviously because we're export driven, and we're also quite reliant on tourism. Now, for exports, of course, when you have a slowdown in traditional export destinations like China, like the US, like Europe, then of course you're going to see a slowdown.
And as competition stiffens with the rise of players like Vietnam, another metamorphosis is on the cards.
Generally for Penang, I think we've been able to, because what we've also done very consciously in the last 7 years is move. We've always been a manufacturing hub, but we've moved now towards more advanced and higher value-added manufacturing.
We have looked at the e-industry and we look at the export trend. The export trend shows that it is, more or less flat. We are actually at a strategic inflection point. You got to take it up and not let it slide down. So one solution, of course, is to diversify.
So we have moved into aerospace, aeronautics, medical devices, photovoltaic, and the rest of the technology that today's world needs. And all this is based on the semiconductor.
But the second part then is we got to get involved in design and development and catch on with the new technology. So like, for example, in the Internet of Things, we have to be part of it.
The E&E sector is a critical component of the Penang economy, which contributes some 20% to Malaysia's GDP, and almost half of all E&E exports come from Penang. But accelerating the shift away from the sweatshops of old and boosting the contribution from the services sector, the other engine of growth, is vital to keeping Penang competitive.
So we're trying to do more R&D now. We're trying to do higher, remove reliance on the old sort of assembly line, low wage, low labor, low skill kind of manufacturing, and that of course has a better economic booster for us because it creates better paying jobs, and at the same time we also have moved into advanced services. So Penang is now being positioned as a regional business process outsourcing hub. So we've got lots of shared services.
When I look at shared services, it is actually a spin-off of the manufacturing base that we have.
Manufacturing is the key industry here, particularly in the E&E sector. It's been driving growth and investment on the island, with multinational companies setting up shop mainly in the Bayan Lepas Free Industrial Zone, earning Penang the moniker the Silicon Valley of the East.
In order to have a better budget to really help the economy going forward, then the government have to seriously think how to help the manufacturing sector.
And as the country seeks to be less reliant on energy-related sources of revenue, especially with the downturn in commodity prices, this manufacturing engine of growth needs to keep humming along. Jacqueline Cao, Bloomberg TV Malaysia.